as I discussed in the slides, there are two key downloads we're going to need for the class, and that's going to be the JDK or Java Development Kit so that we can compile our Java source code. And then, of course, we're going to need the IDE, right? So it's easier for us to actually write this code, test it out, run it, etc. All right, so let's jump into the lab. As you can see here, step one is to download the JDK. I actually have a new computer at the time of this recording, so I'll be going through that process with you. All right, let's see. So I'm Windows, so I'm going to click on Windows, and I'm going to go with let's go with the MSI installer. So it's different ways to install it. Doesn't really matter which one you pick. I remember one time I looked up which was like the easiest. Um, I want to say it was the MSI installer. So once I download it, I'm just gonna go click through the steps, hit next, hit yes on everything right. This will take a second. Click next steps. Here it is. All right, so I have the JDK downloaded, right? There might be some additional steps. So if I want to test if it worked, the actual JDK download, the best way to do that, let me close that, is the terminal. So you can go to terminal. You can type in just terminal into your computer search bar. And then I'm going to put Java version. Oh, it worked. So yeah, I didn't have to do much. I do get the Java version there. So I do have the latest SDK. So that was easy. Didn't have to do much. I guess, yeah, the MSI did it for me. Sometimes you have to go into your system variables, environment variables. When you're installing kits like this, you go to environment variables and you have to add it to the path. Looks like it added it for me, as you can see here. Oh yeah, here's system variables. So these are my user, these are my system variables. Edit, and notice one of my variables here is the location of my Java SDK download. So it did it automatically for me. Sometimes you actually have to do it yourself. Just to show you what that looks like, I'm gonna copy this and throw it into my file explorer. And here you can see it's all the downloads we needed: the Java C, the Java compiler, right? Java, everything we need to work with the Java programming language. Sometimes, again, you have to go into your system environment variables and throw it in there. If you have any issues, right, honestly, you could use Google. Look up the particular issue you have, the particular error you have when you run Java version, or use ChatGPT. ChatGPT, there's also DeepSeek now. It's an AI assistant, right? It's going to essentially do the Googling for you. I can tell you, as an early programmer, these things are extremely helpful. A lot of you might try to use this, right, to do your assignments. Um, sure, you can have it do your assignments, but then you're not going to learn anything, right? And ultimately, I'm going to do my best, right, to make our assignments ChatGPT proof, but that won't always be possible. Okay, anyways, yeah, if you're debugging, if you're troubleshooting, Google or use an AI assistant to identify the issue. All right, so we have Java version set up. No hiccups there. I'm surprised because something we say in the tech industry when we're doing demos, anything that code that can go wrong usually does go wrong. In this case, it didn't. All right, so now we're going to download IntelliJ. So I'm going to look up IntelliJ, go to their download section. They're going to try to give you the Ultimate Edition, the professional development. So this is kind of like the enterprise, the paid, the premium version. Just scroll down here, and this is the free one that we want, Community Edition. They do have IntelliJ for students. That's under the education for students and teachers. You can definitely download that one. You just kind of have to renew that license every so often. I think it's like every year. You have to just prove that you're still a student. So you can definitely go to that one if you want to. I'm just gonna go to Community Edition. I don't have to do any student professor verification. Certainly, if I was trying to do, get more features, definitely you could go with the student teacher education version, right? All right, so I'm gonna hit save. It's gonna download pretty quick. I'm gonna click on the download right, and I'm gonna launch it. Might take a sec. Yeah, again, Java version. That was just to confirm that it did download. It's gonna be one of the. Oh, I guess I started it up too many times. Let's see. Yeah, that was my bad. A little impatient, I guess. Okay, there we go. No, so I'm gonna hit next, next. Create associations. Yeah, with .java, .gradle. So that means it'll try to open any .java files in IntelliJ. I do want a desktop shortcut. I do want to add the bin folder for the path. So it looks like I might have to restart the computer to make that change active. Yeah, let's add that. So we're gonna hit next. So I'll hold it. I'll leave it there for a second so you guys can see it. The ones I set, you can definitely put some of these. I haven't worked with these extensions, so. All right. So hit install. You can see it gave me the little shortcut because I did check that box off. This will take a second, so maybe a good time for me to pause the recording. All right, so that took a little bit, but as you can see, my install did complete. I'm gonna have to restart, so I could do that path variable for me. Yeah, so I'm gonna stop the video and I'm gonna cut it together, right, so that you guys just see it as one continuous thing, but I am gonna restart my computer and make that change active. Okay, so I finally got my computer reset, and now we can test things out. So got my IntelliJ Community Edition shortcut there. Hit confirm, hit continue. I'm gonna go with don't send the anonymous statistics. And then here we can see we have a new window here pop up ready for us to use. So we have a few options: new project, open, and clone repository. So the best way to test out if it actually did work right, the SDK, and that your IDE is picking it up, you can just hit new project, and then you should be able to see that your JDK does match. It does match our program files, right? The path right there. So looks good. If you don't have it, if you download the IntelliJ first, it does give you the option to download directly from your IDE, so that is an option. It's just nicer, right, if you do it ahead of time. Name, right, you could put first project, location, looks good, IntelliJ, add sample code, generate. All right, we're gonna hit, and there you go. Oh, cool. Apparently they have a AI assistant, so that must be a new plugin for IntelliJ. We'll talk plugins later. But here it gives you a little sample code. It says to run code, press Shift F10 or press the play button here in the gutter. And then look, hello and welcome. I is equal to 1, I is equal to 2, I is equal to 3. So ran some code here. This can look a little bit scary, right? But you're going to be working with something really similar in the next week. So as far as what you need to submit, we're going to pull up our assignment. And we're going to go to Canvas. I think I have it here. Our lab. You got to submit the terminal and command prompt showing the Java version, just like I ran Java-version. And then another screenshot here with the IntelliJ IDE and with the JDK successfully installed. So you could do a screenshot of this, or when you did new project, you could take a screenshot of this just so I can see that the JDK is set up here. So either one will suffice. I'll take a screenshot of this one and put that as a sample for y'all to use. So I'll put sample screenshots. And then the terminal, right? Kind of just verifying that the SDK did work. You can just type in terminal Java version. Take a screenshot of that guy. There it is. And there it is. And that looks like everything for this lab. If you have any questions, right, if you run into any issues, please make sure to first troubleshoot online, right, before you reach out. That is kind of part of any programmer's job, right? They're installing stuff, they're trying new tools out, they're going to run into trouble. The more you debug on your own, the better you're going to be, especially when we get to the programming side. But yeah, of course, if you do get really, really stuck, right, do not hesitate to reach out. I'd be happy to help. Let me just add this to our headings here. So notice I do have like a little table of contents for all the labs for you to use. I'm gonna apply heading 1 to this one. There you go. All right, so that's everything for this week. Now that we're set up, next week we'll actually get to exploring Java and the structure of Java code.